You guys already know that BMW's N63 engines are engines that give so many problems. It's really hard to own one of these BMWs, and the cost of ownership is very expensive. Eventually, if you own one BMW like this, many problems are going to happen, and probably you're gonna wonder what are the solutions. But today we're gonna talk about this specific code that this BMW is having at the moment. As we can see here in the screen of this scanner, we go to this code over here. The first code over here is 130D01, which means then the crankshaft inlet and the crankshaft reference angle difference outside limit value. This refers to a code then affects the timing of the engine. So the crankshaft and the camshaft, they have to work together. So in this case, the degrees of each, the crankshaft and the camshaft, they're a little off, and the computer is trying to fix that problem, but it's not able to do that. As consequence, we have different other codes like misfire on cylinder number 1, misfire cylinder number 4, misfire on cylinder number 2, and this code is just because fuel level, and we have misfire on several cylinders, and we have the dry terminal function over here. This is one of the codes. Then the engine is reducing power in order to save other components that could be in danger if the full power is applied to the engine. The solution to this code: the camshaft and the crankshaft, they're supposed to work together. So the only thing that works in between them is the timing chain. If you are getting this problem, this specific code, and probably you already replaced the sensors, majority of people, what they're gonna do when they have this code, they are going to replace the crankshaft sensor and the camshaft sensor, because those are the sensors that are going to tell how is gear is working. In this case, as reference to the problems that we're getting over here, then we're getting misfire on cylinder number 1, 4, and 2. 3 is not here for some reason, but we're getting these misfires over here. So that means then the problem is on the passenger side of the engine, which is going to be bank 1. So we are getting the crankshaft inlet, the reference angle difference on the bank 1. So that means that the passenger side of the engine, which is going to be the right side of the engine, is not working well. Definitely, if you already replaced the camshaft position sensor, the crankshaft position sensor, you did so many repairs and still this cup's still popping, there is only one solution: your timing change. In this case, this vehicle is having that problem. Timing change is an issue. Engine still runs and drives with no problem. The power is pretty low because of the malfunction that the vehicle is getting, but engine drives. There is not problems with that, but there is just that problem. Then the engine cannot control the timing because the timing is already off. The problem with these, the N63 engines, is then the timing is set with on the actual shaft. So you have the gears and you have the shaft, the crankshaft or the camshaft. So the timing is set on the shaft. The gear spins. It doesn't have a specific mark or guide that is gonna lock it into place with the crankshaft or the camshaft. So that means then if the ball then holds the gear gets loose, that is going to rotate just that little angle where this is not going to work well. Also, another problem that can happen is then the timing change can stretch or simply can, skip a tooth of the gear, and this can cause the same problem. Then the engine is not able to work perfectly due to a timing that is already off. In the BMW N63 engines, you're gonna have two camshafts, the one that is for the intake and the one for exhaust. So you're gonna have 4 camshafts in total because you have a V8. The only solution to fix this problem is to open the engine and check the timing. You can check the timing without removing the engine. You can check it over here. It's super hard. It's a lot of work to do. There is a lot of components that you have to remove just to check the timing. And you can fix the timing by just buying the tools, applying the gear, the timing on the crankshaft, and then checking the timing on the passenger side of bank one of the engine to see if the timing is right. If the timing is not right, all you have to do is lose the gear, fix the timing, and then tighten the gear. But that doesn't mean then that will fix the problem. If it's so simple as that, we can do it. But the thing is, like, if for any reason the timing change has a problem, then it's a stretch, or one of the guys is getting bad, and that's the reason why the timing change is getting a little loose, the problem is going to come back. So it's not going to fix it. So the solution is to replace the timing chain. But on these BMW N63 engines, it's super hard. It's a super hard task to replace a timing change. It's possible to do it with the engine here on place. You have to remove all the front area of the vehicle so you can get access to everything. But basically, you're still gonna have hard time because the oil pan and the head holds the middle of the plate and go in the V shape of the engine. So the timing guys are going to be right there. So in order to do our proper repair job, you have to remove the oil pan so you can remove the front timing chain cover, because the heads are going to be holding the timing chain cover on top. So there is no way to remove the oil pan without removing the subframe of the engine. So you have to remove the subframe because the oil pan is just right there. But it is just an explanation of the problem that probably you can get, and if you don't get it, that's good, because you don't have to go through this problem, because it's going to be super expensive if you do. So if you get this code, the 130D01, that code is going to be a super expensive problem to repair. So hopefully you don't, and if you do, well, I mean, probably you can get a very cheap labor and try to don't break as many things, so that way it doesn't be that expensive to repair. Well, this is all I have for you on this BMW N63 engines. For the moment, I want to leave it like this, and if you have any questions, you can comment below, or you can find me on Instagram, Francisco Maya YouTube, and there we can get to your answers. Just as a reminder, just be sure to have the specific codes or the specific problem, so I can give you the best answer and the fastest answers. Also, if you want to support to the channel, just check the description of the video. I have details how to support to the channel, and you know, we can make more videos about these engines than all of you probably eventually are going to get problems with. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, it's very important. Like the video, and thank you for watching.